Hey folks, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to Crazy Good Adventures. As we celebrate our first full year on YouTube, Deb and I decided we'd do a year-end review. But first, let me tell you a little bit about us. We're not full-timers. We both work. But we get away every chance we can. Deb is a beach bum at heart. I love the mountains. We both love camping. 2022 was a good year for us, so let's get started. We started 22 with a birthday getaway to Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas. We were joined by my brother from a different mother, Lynn, and his wife, Tina. They're from South Louisiana, which is where I'm from. We got in a day of mining before the snowstorm came, and we decided just to make a good time of it. Drove up to Mount Magazine, checked it out. Tina cooked us a great crawfish etouffee, and we celebrated my birthday with a little cheer. Our next adventure was Garner State Park in Texas. One of the state's most popular parks. We hiked the old Baldy Trail. Short half-mile trail, but it gains over 500 feet in elevation. Tough hike for two old folks. And we made it. We also did the Crystal Cave Trail. Now, the Texas Hill Country is, let's just say, rugged. This was a interesting hike, and the cave at the end was well worth it. No, I'm not holding the camera crooked. It's just a steep hike. Being such a popular park, there's a lot of graffiti written all over the place, on rocks all over the place. We made it to Crystal Cave, and just like I expected, graffiti everywhere. But the cave was really nice. Really. Next, we took a Debbie trip, went to Port Aransas, Texas. It's one of our favorite spots on the Texas coast. Really nice. You can drive on the beach, so it's really great. And we had to leave our mark. Just off Port A is an uninhabited island that we took a little boat to see. A heavy thunderstorm the night before left us speechless with what we found. At the dock before we boarded, there were these free trash bags that you could pick up. The 30 or 40 people there, we were the only one that grabbed one. Everybody could have used one. All this trash was deposited from one thunderstorm. Came in off the Gulf, which means it came from the cities, down the rivers, deposited into the Gulf, and then back on shore. Folks, please dispose of your trash properly. Arkansas is one of our favorite places, and the waterfalls there are just amazing. We really enjoy this area. Our next trip was the Gulf Islands National Seashore and Pensacola, Florida. Really enjoyed this trip. And we even met up with some crazy Cajuns there. Hey, this week we're going to be exploring Pensacola, Florida and the surrounding area. We decided to take a trip into old downtown, check out some of the artwork they had there. Really nice stuff. You know, Pensacola, Florida is one of the oldest cities in the United States, dating back to 1686. One of the quirky spots in town is home to the Graffiti Bridge. This bridge is just written all over, and just the artwork on it was fantastic. On the Gulf Island National Seashore is Fort Pickens area. It's an old Union fort built back in the 1860s. This place was awesome. Just across the bay from Fort Pickens was Fort McGee. It was a Confederate fort. Can you imagine these two guys taking pot shots at each other? And of course, when you're in the Pensacola area, you've got to take a dolphin tour. It was an excellent ride. Weather was perfect. And we even saw dolphins. On our way home from Florida, we stopped through Perdido Key. This area was decimated by hurricanes just a couple of years ago, and it was still being put back together. But it's a great place. Beautiful. And after our long ride, looks like we're finally getting to the Alabama state border. Floribama's coming up. Here we go. Floribama is one of the world's top beach bars. Been around since the late 90s. This place is great for live music. It's just an awesome place to visit. You can have one of the world famous bushwhackers here and enjoy it. It's got 5 stages for live music, and it seems like all the women here like to leave a little souvenir as they go away. They've done some really creative things with license plates around here. Standing in 2 states, but wait! Well, we decided to make a change. We packed up the U-Haul, loaded up the kids, which are 2 felines, and said goodbye to the great state of Texas. Decided we were going to make our new home just north of Nashville in a little town called Gallatin, Tennessee. Well, it's a long journey. And when you move to Tennessee, you gotta see what Nashville is on a Saturday night. Check out the video for all the fun. Hey, this episode of Crazy Good Adventures, we're traveling down to Chattanooga to visit Ruby Falls. I gotta tell you, traveling down the I-24 into Chattanooga, coming down to Cumberland Plateau is an absolutely beautiful ride. And the Chickamauga Reservoir is stunning. As we got into Chattanooga, we climbed Lookout Mountain. This is a pretty steep upgrade. Great climbing a mountain. I love that drive. Ruby Falls is one of Tennessee's must-see attractions. It lay hidden 1,120 feet under Lookout Mountain. Thanksgiving Day at Ruby Falls, and it was packed. Ruby Falls is an astonishing 145 feet high. But they say all you can see is about 115 feet of the actual falls. On this trip, we stayed in Mont Eagle on the Cumberland Plateau, and we visited Greeter Falls. Really nice hike, but it was a little dry and not much on the waterfall time. And the last hike we did was the Sewanee Natural Bridge. Great place. If you ever get a chance to go to the University of the South, I recommend it highly. Place is gorgeous. This is a really short hike, but fun. This week, we're at the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Yeah, folks, these are truly crazy good adventures. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate all the views, the likes, the comments. We're Crazy Good Adventures. We're in the Central Tennessee area, and we'd love to do crazy trips for you. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you'd like us to do anything, just leave it in the comment below. Thanks again.